Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is great to be back. Where have I been? I actually haven't been anywhere. I haven't been doing anything. Some of the COVID restrictions in Northern Ireland has lifted, so I've had some projects on that I've had to do. But other than that, I just took a break from social media. Anyway, enough of all that. Check out the merch by Fox Screen. Thank you very much for sending me this up. We do have a few merch of our own. We have patches left, we have hats left. Fox Screen may have a few t-shirts left. If you want one of his t-shirts, give him a shout. If you want one of my t-shirts, give me a shout. If you haven't done already, watch our team up video, which was my last video on my channel. And I can't remember, but it could be 2 or 3 videos back on his channel. But give it a watch. We went up to a new airsoft field and we absolutely wrecked the shop. Anyway, on this week's episode, we're going to be reviewing the DJI Mini 2. So I've been flying drones for quite a while. The first drone that I had was some crap make, I can't even remember what it was. The second drone I had was a DJI Spark, and the third drone that I had was the Mavic Pro 4K, and I managed to sell it last week, so I took the money from that drone and instantly bought the DJI Mini 2. Check it out. So drones are cool and everything, but do you need one? Here's examples of the shots that I've used over the past 6 months. Nowadays, with technology and our phones and active stabilization and even the access to simple gimbals, sometimes you need footage that just sets itself apart from those typical shots, and drones do this really well. You can get that unique bird's eye view perspective on objects that you see maybe day to day, but you just can't see it quite like a drone can. And it's not just about that angle that you can get. It's about the vastness whenever you pull back and you reveal the scenery that you're filming. In my case, a lot of the times, airsoft sites. And if you're an airsoft player and your site owner allows you to do so, you can fly your drone and even track enemy players, positions and strongholds, effectively giving you a UAV that you would use in Call of Duty or any of those video games. And of course, if you don't do airsoft, it's still class to have just to use for all your family vacations, your days out with the kids, friends, families. They also do a really good selfie mode, allowing you to stand back and get shots of yourself, and I'll get into that a little bit later. So unboxing time, let's see what we get. First off, I got the Fly More combo. This gets you a drone, charger, charging cable, remote control, extra props, 3 batteries and a 3-way battery dock. And I'm very thankful that they have provided a Type-C USB as opposed to micro USB. They seem to always break on me, whereas the Type-C just seems that little bit stronger. The remote control also gets charged by the Type-C. The phone holder is built in, the cable to connect to your phone is hidden, and also the joysticks are removable and are nicely hidden also. I also purchased these ND filters, which you don't need, so we'll put them aside for now. This is the 3-way battery dock I was telling you about. It's very sturdy, it works off the Type-C, the same as the remote control, and it charges the batteries one by one, starting with the weakest battery first. I don't know for sure how waterproof this bag is, but it's definitely splash proof. It has gaskets around the zip, and after walking through the rain with it, there was no moisture inside, which gives you that little bit of peace of mind whenever you take this drone out hiking or on vacation or wherever you go and the bad weather catches you out. But one of the biggest selling points of this drone for me was the size of it. It's tiny.
That's what she said!
Even with the larger remote, I can still pack everything away in the small pouch underneath my chest rig. Disconnecting the joysticks from the remote do make it nice and flush. However, I am a wee bit worried I'll lose these at some point. Although with the Fly More combo, you do get 2 of these spare. In terms of setting up, there's no real change in the length of time that it takes you to do it. Everything works really well and connects up really nice. Quickly going back to the ND filters, these are pretty much like shades for your camera glass. They come in various strengths ranging from light to dark, ND4 to 32. 32 being the darkest and 4 being the lightest. With everything ready, let's go fly. So we packed up the car, loaded up the mini soldiers and went down to the beach. The sunlight was very low and very harsh, and it didn't make it very good filming conditions, but I wanted to take the drone out to the beach, one, to see how the tracking did in difficult lighting, and two, it was really windy that day, so let's see how smooth the shots are. Is it funny? So off we go. Here's the shots. It's the Maiden Flight, so let's be wise and take it straight over water. Maybe not the wisest, but anyway, it did great. It was really windy, but the footage, as you can see, comes out really smooth. At this point, reviewing the footage back home, I was really blown away by the detail, the colour, and just the quality of the footage. It's not noisy, and it's very clean looking. I did read on the specs that this 4K footage is 100 megabits per second. The Mavic 4 that I used to have was only 60, and the old Mini only had 40. So on paper, the footage out of this drone should be better than my 4K Mavic, and I think I agree. The drone doesn't have active follow me mode like the Mavic 4, however you can still drag a box over someone and get the drone to film them, whether that be round in a circle, go straight up in the air like a rocket, or do the boomerang effect. So first flight came back and it was pretty darn good. Really impressed, loved the form factor. The batteries last 30 minutes each. I've got 3 of them, so that's 90 minutes of airtime. Now if you've ever flown a drone, I personally get bored after about 5 minutes. I tend to switch the drone on, go out, get the shot and land it again. The other interesting facts, and I'll refer to my phone here, is that the speed of it is only 6 kilometers an hour slower than the Mavic. As you've seen from the shots, it was really smooth in the wind. However, I did notice I needed to flick it into sports mode to really turbo that speed back to get it to fight through the wind, to get it to return to home. Not really a big issue, but if you're running out of battery, don't fly it over the sea. Not that I did that. The range of the drone is much better than my old Mavic. I think it did like 6 or 8 kilometers. This potentially has 10 kilometer range. Now I wouldn't have to fly that far away, but apparently it's there if you need it. The other feature that I really like in this drone is that it has a 4x crop mode. So whenever you're in 1080 mode, you can zoom in 4 times. I'm not too sure if you've ever watched Fox Green's videos. If you have, you'll see that he has the Mavic 2 zoom and he's able to zoom in on targets and things like that there. So the fact that the Mini 2 can do this digital 4x zoom is really cool feature. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, either comment below or send me a message on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. And with all that specs and all that boring stuff done, let's just see how it looks in an airsoft scenario.